Hey y'all. So listen, I'm bothered by something. All right. All right. So when it comes to buying a house, right? I'm trying to figure out what order I want to give this to you in. But just before I say what I'm frustrated about, when you're buying a house, there's this thing called DTI or debt to income ratio. So this is what the lenders determine or use to determine how much of a mortgage you can afford. So if you make a certain amount of money, they're not taking all your money and saying, okay, they can afford for their whole paycheck or their whole income to go towards this house. It doesn't work that way because they realize that from your gross income, you may have taxes, you may have benefits, you may have all this stuff. So pretty much it's half of your total income or less that goes towards this purchase. But they also have to use, they also have to factor in the bills and the debt that you have currently before you get your mortgage. So let me tell y'all why I'm mad. I'm mad because it's crazy to me, like the same banks that will say that some or use this ratio to determine if somebody can buy a house is the same bank that will let somebody borrow money to finance a car that they shouldn't be able to afford. Like there's no way that if somebody makes, let's just say, and I'm just throwing out loose numbers, let's just say somebody makes $40,000 a year. Somebody making $40,000 a year, in my opinion, should not be able to get a car payment that's $800, $900 a month. They just shouldn't. But they do it all the time. And what happens is because people feel like, oh, I want this certain kind of car, and they have those little dreams and things that they get it. And then what happens is they say, okay, now I want to buy a house. Okay, well, your car is like half your income. So because your car is half your income, now you can't qualify for a house because there's no room, there's no disposable income available for you to buy a house. So that's one of the main reasons why, if you've ever heard it before, which many people have, if you've heard house before car, that's why. Because you can get a house and you can have a mortgage payment, you could be at that max threshold for a mortgage, but the car dealership will still let you get a car even if you have a mortgage. But I'm just frustrated at the fact that the same bank that'll tell you no for a mortgage because they say, you at a certain ratio is the same bank that'll give you a car loan that technically you can't afford either. So, listen, this is important when it comes to buying a house. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to, let you know what I know because that's not really my area. That's not my, I'm a realtor, but I know what I know. All right.